Hi, and welcome to Up North Living. I'm your host, Jeff Pettit. Behind me is the Mackinac Bridge, gateway to the north, and we've got a great show for you today. We're going to be previewing 7 islands in Canada. In addition to that, we'll be previewing some homes in Harbor Springs and Petoskey, and we'll have an interview with mortgage broker Mark Spencer of Capital Mortgage.
Welcome to Up North Living with host Jeff Pettit. Up North Living, come on home.
Well, today we're on our adventure to Canada, and I'm here with Rick Lobenhertz of Vacation Properties Network. Rick, it's nice to have you along today.
Thank you.
Rick has been very instrumental in picking out Canadian properties for our American clients, and we're going to be going up and previewing 7 islands. So we've got a helicopter for us in the morning, so why don't we jump in the Jeep and head on up north. Just 15 minutes outside of Sault Ste. Marie, Canada, we came to this beautiful view, and I knew we were in wilderness because I just saw a sign that said, "Watch out for moose at night." It's Canada's Cambrian Shield, and we'll see it for the next 120 miles on our way to Wawa. Well, we had to stop off for a second to take a look at one of the beautiful coastal views on the way to Wawa.
Very few people realize that this is here. Just within 4 hours of them, I continue to be in awe of the vastness of it, and I challenge anybody to come up here and not be in awe of it. And I've been all over North America, just about every corner of it, and this is a pretty special place.
So much of Northern Ontario is held by the government. It's all government-owned property, and when the opportunity arises for somebody to buy privately owned land, it becomes an attractive one.
I know some of our viewers are going to be interested in Canadian property. How would you suggest they go about contacting someone for information?
Well, we feature a lot of this in our catalog, and then as people call in and ask information, we can get the information to them, but we end up referring them up to John's company, so that they can deal through him when they purchase it. Because there are nuances about buying property in Canada where you're best off dealing through a Canadian broker.
We have all of the processes. We've got contacts with all the major banks, solicitors, accountants. We have all of that in place, so we've really taken all of the mystery and guesswork out of a purchase for an American buyer.
Yeah, it's like a sportsman's paradise, isn't it?
It's a playground.
It is a playground.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much privately owned land are we talking about here, Rick?
Well, as far as the privately owned land in this tract, it's 850,000 acres. That's over 1,200 square miles.
Okay, so we're here at Normandy Lodge. What lake are we on?
This is West Cabanon Lake.
And what islands are we going to preview on this lake?
Actually, the largest of the islands, Star Island, which is over 1,100 acres. It's probably the largest island in this region, and definitely the largest island of this offering. Then adjacent to it, Iserhoff Island, which is 160 acres. Again, a sizable island. And then one other island on this lake, it's no name.
John, these are some fairly sizable islands. Are there any other islands that are available this size?
Nothing of this scale. I mean, these were selected because of the overall size.
There's almost an unlimited amount of land around here available to explore other lakes that you can get to from this lake by a short portage. Lots and lots of land, lots of lakes, lots of streams.
What kind of wildlife are around a lot of these islands?
Well, as you saw today, a lot of moose, a lot of bear.
Rick and John, we spent the morning in a helicopter flying around literally vast open land, and we've got to see some neat things. Tell me a little bit about why it's a good time right now for Americans to buy Canadian property.
Well, one of the most significant things is that there was a major tax, a 20% tax, that was lifted just a couple years ago. It was previously on foreigners buying property in Canada. That's one. Two is that during the same period of time, the American dollar has become very strong against the Canadian dollar. And three, the similar types of properties, whether it be a large piece of acreage or water frontage particularly, has become so expensive in the U.S.
There it is, your island, Star Island. I want to thank you. It's been a great 3 days. I know you've got to get back to Charlevoix, but right behind us is Flower Bay. Can you tell me a little bit about what's available there?
Well, this is a total of about a mile stretch here. We've got 4 parcels available, so about a quarter mile frontage each. and 25 acres.
Wow.
It's a pretty special piece of lake frontage along the coast here. You won't find very much like this.
Yeah, how far are we from Sault Ste. Marie?
We're only 60 miles from Sault Ste. Marie.
Well, I want to thank you again for the weekend. I know you got to get back, and I'm going to wet a line and see if I can't bring a trout or two home with me.
Okay, good luck.
By the way, when you get home, could you call my family and tell them if I don't show up till tomorrow that they'll know where I'm at?
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
thanks. Well, it's our third and final day here in Canada, and we've had a great time. We stayed at the Normandy Lodge last night with Klaus and his wife, and they kept us in a nice cabin. We previewed Star Island as well as a lot of the other islands, and we had a wonderful tour of some of the national parks. We took as much time going home as possible. We stopped off, did a little bit of hiking. If you'd like additional information on any of the properties that you've seen, please feel free to call us at the number below. And thanks for watching. We're here with Mark Spencer of Capital Mortgage Funding. Mark, thanks for taking the time to talk with us today.
Thank you, Jeff.
So if a person is looking to purchase a house, they should start with a lending institution first.
Absolutely. Because then what's happening is when you start with a lending institution, you have all those financial variables spelled out for you. I'll determine debt ratios, and I'll determine what your assets are and how much you have to put down, and it's a simple process, all verbally, and it can be done in minutes. With us, we have hundreds of different banks that we have access to, so we have multiple different guidelines that we can match you up with, because quite often I find that while you might have a great credit profile, there's difficulty in confirming what the income was that you earned over the last year you're self-employed. Or perhaps you were on a contract and you're not now, or perhaps you were salaried but now you're on commission. All those things impact the way somebody's going to look at you with regard to financing. And you need to deal with somebody up front that understands what those variances will do in terms of what kind of rate they'll charge you. I also like to know that, well, you know, I'm going through this process and it's probably the largest transaction I'm going to make in my life. I'm already kind of edgy about it because I'm looking at how much I have to pay and what it's going to. I want to deal with somebody who understands what I'm going through, and I want to deal with somebody that I can always have access to. At Capital Mortgage, you have a company that is one of the largest independent mortgage banking operations in the state. Been in business for 10 years.
Mark, I want to thank you for taking the time for us today.
Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate the invitation.
If you're looking to purchase a home, the best place to start is with a lender. Be sure to call Mark Spencer at Capital Mortgage Funding, located just across the street from the Holiday Inn. Throughout the show, we're going to have a series on Taste of the North. We're going to be visiting 5 local eateries from Charlevoix to Harbor Springs. If you're looking for a great time in Charlevoix, be sure to visit Whitney's New England Style Oyster Bar. It's located just across the street from the Yacht Basin in Charlevoix. It has 3 tiers of restaurant and eating space overlooking beautiful downtown Charlevoix. So be sure to stop in, order your favorite cocktail and their delectable seafood. Our second stop on Taste of the North is in beautiful downtown Petoskey at 312 Howard Street in the Gaslight District. It's Jesperson's Restaurant. Established in 1903, Jesperson's is the longest continuously running restaurant in northern Michigan. If you're looking for a home-cooked meal and world-class desserts, be sure to stop by Jesperson's at 312 Howard Street.
Here's a little something to take with you.
Oh, thank you. That won't make it 2 blocks. Just before you turn onto M119 heading towards Harbor Springs, be sure to stop off at the Side Door Saloon. Try their award-winning burgers, quesadillas, or perhaps the steak Zoli. Be sure to order up a cocktail and enjoy the outdoor patio. Be sure to stop off at the Side Door Saloon. Probably the most desirable lake in all of Michigan is Walloon Lake. And with prices quickly approaching $4,000 a foot, it's becoming unattainable to most people. However, we've got a wonderful house for you today on Cherry Lane, just off of Indian Garden Road. It has 1,300 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. It has a detached 2,200 square foot garage, workshop, and boat storage. This house has been completely remodeled, and it's great because you have Walloon Lake access without paying the Walloon Lake prices. Come on in and let's take a look. As you walk into the living room, you'll notice a nice warm glow, and there's a Fisher wood-burning fireplace here. The owners have done a great job in remodeling with new floor covering, new kitchen countertops, but perhaps the nicest feature of this property is the 2,200 square foot detached garage for all your toys. Attached to the garage is a 24 by 28 workroom. If you're looking for additional living space or if you have hobbies, this is a great place to do that. In addition to that, the Wiesmann boiler is a high-efficiency boiler system that provides in-floor heating for the garage as well as the baseboard heat in the house. In looking at the construction of this workroom, it suddenly dawned on me that this would be a great additional living quarters. It's 2x6 construction, well insulated, and has its own heating system. If you're looking for that northern Michigan retreat with Walloon Lake access, look no further. This home is perfect in every respect. If you'd like additional information, please call me at the number below. What a great retreat. This 4,900 square foot home sits on 10 wooded acres just minutes from Petoskey. It has 3 bedrooms and 3 baths, an indoor swimming pool, and a heated horse barn. Come on in and let's take a look at some of the special features. The sunken living room has vaulted ceilings and spectacular views looking out over the woods. The open kitchen dining area is great for entertaining. It has an island, GE appliances, a bay window, and a slider opening up to a large deck looking out over the valley, where wildlife comes right up to the door. The master bedroom and a game room is upstairs, so come on up here and let's take a look at it. Oh shoot, they say my pool game's going to the dogs. Oh well, one thing's for certain, no matter where you look around here, there are views of the countryside from every room. The master bedroom has a slider coming off the upstairs deck. It's spacious with a walk-in closet, and the master bath comes complete with a jacuzzi tub. If you're looking for a country estate, look no further. This house comes complete with a heated horse barn. If you'd like additional information on this home, be sure to call me at the number below. Living in northern Michigan is all about lifestyle choices, and today we're at one of the best kept secrets in Emmett County. It's Silver Creek, a site plan condominium development just outside of Petoskey. It offers the best of country living with the amenities of the city, underground utilities and paved roads. Whether you're looking for a permanent year-round building site or a weekend getaway, Silver Creek is ideal. They have creekfront lots as well as a few spec homes that are being built. Prices range from the 190s to the mid 200,000s, and lot prices start at $15,000 up to $33,000 for a creekfront lot. Come on out and take a look at Silver Creek for yourself. As you can see by the amount of construction out here at Silver Creek is quickly becoming a premier subdivision, only 10 minutes from Petoskey out Mitchell. Silver Creek offers a variety of terrain from rolling hills to flat ground. We have conifers and hardwoods, so next time you're out, be sure to stop by and check out Silver Creek. Chestnut Valley Golf Club and the Stonehenge community offer the true up-north living experience. The Stonehenge log home community lines the tees, greens, and fairways with magnificent log homes. clubhouse is open all year long for your dining and entertaining pleasure. Whether you're looking for a year-round residence or a weekend getaway, Chestnut Valley is perfect in every situation. If you'd like additional information on lots or homes available here at Chestnut Valley, please call me at the number below. As you're heading towards Harbor Springs and you take the big corner at the airport, be sure to stop in the Harbor Plaza to Nutmegs. You'll enjoy their unique sandwiches made on specialty breads, and be sure to check out the selection of cheese and wines. Nutmegs can also cater your next special event or party. Shh, listen. I'm going to tell you about one of the best kept secrets in Harbor Springs. It's Bay Meadows, a Charles Walter home development. This site plan condominium development has 33 estate-sized lots. Bay Meadows offers paved roads, underground utilities, and large estate-sized lots. There are country views as well as some wooded lots in the back. Prices start at $27,500 and go to $57,000. The first home that we're going to be previewing here at Bay Meadows is the Hemlock. It's a 2,400 plus square foot home with a full basement, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. Great country views, so come on in and let's take a look around. Bay Meadows is a Charles Walter home development. They offer 5 different floor plans available for each individual to choose from. The beauty of this is the fact that you can come in, pick out a lot, pick out a home plan, and 6 months later be moving right into your home. This home is the Hemlock and it's 2,400 square feet. There are 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and it's just waiting for you to come in and pick out flooring and cabinet samples. The next home currently under construction here at Bay Meadow is the Maple Ridge. It's a 1,677 square foot ranch with a walkout option. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. And now's a good time for you to come by and start picking out siding options, cabinetry, countertop, and roof color. So be sure to call us and find out when our next open house is going to be here, and come visit us here at Bay Meadow. As you enter downtown Harbor Springs, you can't help but notice the pink building on the left. It's Turkey's, built in 1881. Owner Jeff Graham has created a casual dining experience. You can either order a pizza in or for takeout. It's a great place to bring your family for casual dining. They also serve cocktails as well as ice cream. Come on in and be sure to visit Turkey's.
I'm Phil Harmon, General Manager of Porter's. Porter's was built in 1878. Started out as a gravity-fed brewery, brewing about 18,000 gallons of beer a year that they actually cooled with ice out of the mud lake behind the building. In 1973, Porter Vaughn registered the building as a historic site. Then 2 years ago, Tom Behan purchased the building and restored it to the condition you see now. Let's go inside and see what Porter's is all about.
Today we're at Porter's in Petoskey, a freestanding Ralph Lauren home furnishing store.
I'd like to introduce Josie Harper, Fashion Coordinator for Henriton Ralph Lauren. Josie, what distinguishes Ralph Lauren fabrics and furniture from all the other fabric and furniture out there?
Well, I think the main thing is that he's very, very classic. He's very, very traditional, but he goes a little bit further. He tweaks it so that you get a romance and there's a certain kind of warm, sensual feeling.
Sometimes color preferences and furniture styles can be trendy. Is that true with the Ralph Lauren line, or is it, as they say, classics never go out of style?
Well, you're absolutely right. Classics never go out of style. With Ralph Lauren, you never have to worry about that. It doesn't matter if it's a very modern style or whether it's an antique style. They are just pure classic styles that you will buy today, that you will give to your children, and they will give to their children, and they become become the signature pieces in their homes. They're just wonderful.
You know, without buying the entire showroom, Josie, how can people get the Ralph Lauren look in their home?
Well, first of all, we associate the Ralph Lauren look with what he calls the thoroughbred, and that is that very Eng look, but it has been transplanted to the United States, or to that American look. It could be something that's as rich as a beautiful velvet or as homespun as a coverlet. So it doesn't matter what people buy. They can put it in their home and incorporate their own personality so that it becomes theirs. I like to say you could take all the Ralph Lauren fabrics, throw them up in the air, wherever they land, they seem to go together. Ralph Lauren isn't one lifestyle, it isn't one look, it's whatever you make it, and that's what's great about it.
We're here to meet Larry Lumpese, manager of this particular store, to give us a tour. Larry, how are you?
Welcome.
No matter which room of the house, you're able to pretty much furnish an entire room with Ralph Lauren?
We can furnish a total home totally with Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren furniture is produced by Hendredon in North Carolina. They're the licensee to produce his furniture. His pieces are meant to be so that you can add antiques to it, you can add family heirlooms, something that's special to you. They make wonderful wedding gifts. We have a bridal registry here. The ladies can come in and pick out anything for their home. We'll put it on a list and their guests can come in and choose them for them. Mm-hmm. We do sell the up north look. So yes, we have chandeliers, accessory pieces made all out of dropped antler. So it's a great collection.
It's very impressive.
It sure is.
You know, I see that there's a lot of different textures and materials and woods.
This one happens to be done in a wonderful leather, both the headboard and the footboard. We have another section here in the store that is totally all the Ralph Lauren bed products.
One of the special features of Porter's are the fabulous oil paintings by Mary Hoffman. Mary, what inspires you to paint the local scenes that you do?
I'm inspired by the natural beauty of the Harbor Springs and Petoskey area, and to have my work in Porter's is the highest compliment I think that I could be paid. There are endless opportunities for beautiful paintings in this area. I'd like to encourage you to come to Porter's to see my work and witness firsthand the beautiful furniture collection.
Mary, your work is really an asset to Porter's. I think it's some of the most beautiful work I've seen in this area, and I'm glad you're here.
And I'm sure that many of our viewers will want to stop by and take a look at the store for themselves. Where exactly are you located?
Well, we're located in the historic old brewery building that's on M119, just north of 31.
What a great week we've had. I hope you've enjoyed the show. We got to spend 3 days in Canada looking at the islands, taking a helicopter ride, staying at the Normandy Lodge with Klaus and Wilma. They were a lot of fun. You also had a chance to preview our new development, Bay Meadows in Harbor Springs. We got to talk with Larry from Porter's and the historic brewery building in Petoskey. You know, if you're looking at buying or selling a home in the near future, be sure to call us at Boyne Realty. And remember, up north living, it's not a destination, it's a way of life. Tell them goodbye, Chuckles.